Hi guys, it's Brittany with Brittany's Perfectly Posh Pampering. A PP3 with Team Perfectly Posh Stars. And I'm going to talk to you today about ways to kind of expand your reach and push into new circles. So one of the ways that I love to do that, sorry for the autofocus feature guys, is by pampering it forward. So this is kind of like a little program that I started in my VIP group. You could certainly post it on your personal page or on your business page, and that should be good places to start if you don't have a VIP group. If you do, I'd totally start with your VIPs and start there and then expand outwards after that. So what Pampering It Forward is an opportunity for your customers that you already have to send a pampering pack to a friend or a family member or somebody that they think could use a little bit of pampering. So it's kind of like sending them a little gift in the mail that says, hey, I know that you have been through a lot, or I know that you've had a bunch of stuff happen, or you just got a new job, and I think you should take some time and pamper yourself. So you're giving them that option to send them a little something that's not going to cost them anything, and it's going to help you expand your business reach. So when I do a pampering pack, after I submit a post, I have a little graphic that I use, and I'll share that on the page, on our team page, to let you know, so you can see what I use. There are a ton of different graphics you can pick from, but I post that one up first, and I say, hey, who wants to do a pampering pack and pamper it forward? And it explains what Pampering It Forward is. And then they comment below that and let me know that they have somebody, and I private message them and say, hey, okay, I'd love to send something to your friend. I need their name, their address, and tell me a little bit about them so I can, customize the pack for them. So I'm actually getting ready to put one together now for a customer of mine. This is actually my first pampering pack that I'm sending to a guy, so I'm super excited because he was interested in a product that she had posted on her page, and she's like, oh, I'll have my consultant send you something. And so we kind of put together, after talking, I got a lot of info about him, so I could put together a pack that would kind of work for him. So the first thing that is always going to be in my pampering packs is our catalog. Always want to make sure that you have your name and information listed on the front and on the back. Always label everything. So I'm going to have the catalog. Now, I don't mail it like this. I fold mine in half. And this is going to be basically the outside of my package. Everything else is going to go on the inside here. I'm going to stuff it all in. So I'm going to push my camera back a little bit, so maybe it will stop autofocusing so much. Okay. So first things first, catalog. Then what I stick inside of that is one of our About Posh flyers with my information on the back, and I fold this in half. And then an opportunity flyer. Sorry, I have to think about that. With my information that's on the back too. And I fold that one in half. So I fold these two in half because when I stick them inside the catalog, they're going to lay on top of each other just like this. Okay. Then I also throw in a business card, which I forgot to stick on the table. Oops. But luckily I have one right over here. So make sure you pick some up. I got mine from the portal. You can get yours from the portal, or you can use Vistaprint or any other company that you like to print business cards. Usually it's cheapest to get them from the portal, though, especially when they put them on sale for like $39 for 1,000, because they're front and back. So business card. I haven't written it yet, but I do a handwritten note. And so when I write the handwritten note, I'm going to address it to the person and, say, hello, Kevin. My name is Brittany, and this pampering pack is being sent to you courtesy of, and I put whoever the customer is that referred me to them. They wanted you to know that, and then I fill in the blank there with, if they want to send a pampering pack because their birthday's coming up. Then I say, if they wanted to let you know that they were thinking of you and knew your birthday was coming up and thought you could use some pampering time. Or if they just had a baby, they wanted to say, congratulations on your new bundle of joy. Here's some products to help you take a breather. You know, something along those lines. I try to make it as personal as possible to let them know that this wasn't just a random act, that they're just not trying to push products on them, that I'm not trying to push products on them, that this is really truly meant to be kind of a gift to say, hey, here are a couple of things to help you just take a break and relax. And then, of course, I sign it with, if you have any questions, you can always contact the customer, or you can contact me directly. I'd be happy to help. And then I always sign all of my personal notes with happy poshing and my name. And so then that would go into the pack as well. And then, of course, the most important part are the samples. So I use these 4x6 resealable bags to put my samples in, just to keep them together inside of my packages. You can buy them in at Walmart in the jewelry section, online, on Amazon. You can buy them just about anywhere. At Walmart, they're like $2 for 100, I think is what it is. So for this particular person, because I'm sending one to the guy, I'm actually sending a hunk chunk sample. And always make sure you have your labels on everything. Every single sample should have your name and information on it, because they might decide, I'm going to use this sample for me, or they might say, you know what, I think I actually am going to give this one to my friend and let them try it. You always want your information to be on it so it can pass along as you're going through. I always try to do something for the face, something for the body, one of our hand creams, and then I customize the last few based on the information that they give to me. So for this particular one, I have the hunk chunk for the body. I chose to do the Honey Healing Hand Cream for hands, because I find that this has such a lighter scent and men tend to like it better than a lot of our other ones that have all of the crazy colors and packaging and are really heavily scented. And when I talk to my customer, this particular person likes things that are more earthy and lightly fragranced. So we got the Honey Healing Hand Cream, which is also great for men too, because it helps with, you know, dryness and cracked skin, and that tends to be a real big issue for a lot of men that I know anyway. For the face, I have chosen, I like to do like a mini facial when I do my pampering pack, so I always customize it to the person. So I've got the Pore Effect face bar, so I cut these up myself. It does not want to focus on it, of course. Anyway, so that's the face wash. Then I did Cackle Spackle for the face mask, because I think as a detox, it'll be a great detox mask. And then I did Night and Day for the face moisturizer. Not just because of the packaging, but because the Night and Day has a lighter scent to it, has the lavender and olive oil. That I think is going to work really well for this particular client. And then one of my favorite things I like to do when I'm giving samples out to men is I like to include the stripper body men, just because I think it's a kick. I think it's something that they're gonna laugh about, and two, there's so many different ways that they can use this. I mean, if they wanted to, they could use it on their face, though we don't recommend the new stripper, and this is the new formula being used on the face. But men have a higher tolerance, so sometimes this is what they like. They can use it on their feet. That's a real popular one. On their back. You know, there's a lot of different places that this could be used. So I think this is a great sample to send if you're doing a pampering pack for a guy. And then usually I limit myself to 6 samples. And with this, I'm at 6. So this typically would be where I would stop and I'd say, okay, you get 6 samples. And the reason why I do that is because we do the buy 5, get 1 free. So I want to encourage this new person to let them know and see the array of samples that or the array of products that they could get, you know, in a kind of bundled package. So this is like my custom bundle for them. And if they love these samples, then they could turn around and purchase this same set and get, you know, 5 of those products and get 1 of them for free. which in this case would end up being the hunk chunk or the Perfect bar, one of those two, because those are the two lowest dollar items in this packet. But because I spoke with my customer ahead of time, I know particularly that this person really, really wants to try our Wakey Wakey stick. This is the product that my customer posted on her page and was like, oh my gosh, I love this. And he commented on it, was like, ooh, what's that? How does it work? How long does it last? So I'm sending him, in addition to these 6 samples, a sample of the Wakey Wakey stick. I don't send samples of the skin sticks often, especially in the summer. They're easy to melt. It's not an easy thing to sample either, but I make exceptions when it comes to my VIPs. If they have somebody who really wants to try it, at the end of the day, I'm going to try to make the customer happy and send them what I can. It's not something that I advertise. They're like, when I throw parties, I don't say, oh yeah, I have skin stick samples. Because usually what happens is I buy a new skin stick for myself. When I first open it up, I'll take a couple slices off of it and put it into the little icons, because that's what I've got on the back here. It's just a little icon. It really doesn't like me today. Anyway, and this is a handmade sticker where I just wrote on what it was. And will you focus now so they can see it? Nope. Okay. Sorry, guys. I tried. So, yes, this is how I make the skin stick samples, and then I'll save a couple of those and have them available to hand out for VIPs and for the odd. Most people don't request samples of the skin sticks, to be honest, but if I know somebody who really wants to try it and they haven't had a chance, then I'll do it that way as well. So I'm going to drop this into the bag as well. Excuse me. And then I just kind of squeeze it to get the excess air out, because I don't like having a bunch of air in there. And I'm going to throw that into the paper. So I'm just going to tilt the camera down here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. All right, so we've got the catalog. And then inside I've got my 2 flyers and my business card. And then I'm going to stick my sample packet here. And then I would have my lovely letter, my thank you, or my little personalized note to them. And that would go right on top. And then I'd close it like this. And what I stick these in to mail them are these clear plastic self-sealing poly bags. The size is 7 3/8 by 10.5. I buy them on Amazon. And they're self-sealing, so they have this little sticky piece here. And so then I just open this up. And I slide the paper in. So you have this little lip up here, but that's okay for me because I'm shipping them. I tape these up too. And then we're going to, well, I'm not going to actually do it next to stuff in my note, but then we pull the tab. I would fold it over, tape this, fold this over, tape it, and then I would print my label, and my label would go on the front here. I print my labels from PayPal. I use PayPal Click and Ship because it's cheaper. You actually get a discount when you use it that way. When I mail them out from PayPal, it only costs me $2.40. When I mail them at the post office, it's $3.21. And the only reason why they can tell me the difference is because when you use PayPal, you're getting a wholesaler kind of discount. So it's more cost effective for me to use the Click and Ship feature. Plus, I can also schedule pickup for my mail, and if I can't make it to the post office, they'll pick it up at my door. So it's a pretty awesome feature if you don't have PayPal. PayPal is free. The service is free, so I would totally utilize it if you're not already doing so. So then I would package all of that up. I would put in the information for the customer that or the person that I'm sending the information to. I would stick it into my customer tracker and put a note that it was a Pampering forward packet. And then I would plan to follow up with that person that referred them in about a week's time. So I would follow up with them in 1 week and say, hey, I mailed out that Pampering packet about a week ago. Can you check and make sure that they received it? 'Cause sometimes they'll automatically reach out to the person who sent it to them and say, hey, oh my gosh, thank you so much for thinking of me. I totally got this awesome packet. And then they'll let me know and say, oh yeah, they got it. They love it. They're enjoying stuff, da 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 da. You know, and then if they haven't contacted me so far and, you know, we haven't had that conversation, then I reach out to them and say, hey, can you check on it, make sure that they received it, if they've had a chance to try anything, if they have any questions, you know, just to let them know that I'm also, you know, want to make sure that they got it and that they're enjoying their pampering time. So that is how I do the Pamper It Forward. Right now, what I do is I repin the Pamper It Forward graphic every Sunday on my page. So I have it on my VIP page, and I pin it up to the top on Sundays, and I say, hey guys, it's Sunday. You know what that means? Who has some new people who need to be pampered? And so then that way I can put packets together Sunday evening and mail them out on Monday. I won't be mailing anything this Monday because it's Memorial Day weekend and it'll be a holiday, but that's my usual process. That way I'm not having to send packets out randomly throughout the week. If I missed you on that Sunday and you commented and you commented on a Monday and I've already been to the post office, then you get lumped into the next group going out in the next week. That is the most cost-efficient way to do it, because if you're constantly having to stop, put together a packet, and, you know, take time to do it, you're wasting more resources that way. It's easier just to say, nope, I'm doing it every Sunday. They'll all go out on Sundays, and then you follow up with the previous batch, you know, 1 week later. So that following Monday, I'm following up with the people I sent packets to the week before. So it's kind of a system, and you want to get kind of organized like that so that it makes it easier on you and you don't feel like you're always running around trying to put things together. So that is just one of many ways to help broaden your reach and pamper people and get posh out there, because that's the #1 way to help build your business, is to posh as many people as you possibly can. So if you guys have any questions, then you can comment below. If you want to know more about joining our team, then you can find me on Facebook, Brittany's Perfectly Posh Pampering. I'd love to chat with you about that if you're not already a consultant. And other than that, you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for tuning in, and so sorry about the autofocus feature that has made me blurry probably every 2 minutes. Have a great day, guys. Bye.